Hello, I'm Dennis Priba, and we're here with Eddie Flores, owner of Autocraft. We're going to be talking about collision standards and repair.
Hello, my name is Eddie. I'm the owner and president of Autocraft. I've been in the industry for over 30 years.
Eddie, can you tell us just some general advice on selecting a repair shop? In other words, what would you tell a customer?
I highly recommend the consumer to ask that collision repair or that body shop or the third party who's paying for that if that collision repair is following manufacturer guidelines. The consumer needs to be aware of it, what the consequences are of the car not being in another collision on and not reacting the same way.
Eddie, can you please tell us what are automotive collision standards and how do they affect vehicle safety after a car has been in an accident?
Collision standards are ruled or guided by the manufacturer on it, and it affects the safety because cars are fixed at the manufacturer on it, are being crash tested on it. If the car is fixed at a collision repair and is fixed improperly, not following the guidelines, it may affect the safety of the consumer or the customer.
Now, in your experience, have you ever had an example where a third party that was paying for an accident wanted to deviate from those collision standards?
Many times, and I say to the adjuster that if you want me to repair the car by your standards, you should give me guidelines how to fix the car correctly, because I can give you guidelines according to some of the manufacturers like Audi, Volkswagen. I got guidelines on how to repair a car properly because their concern is the safety of the consumer on it.
Now, Eddie, it seems to me part of what you're describing is very complicated and requires a lot of technical understanding of those guidelines. Would you recommend that a consumer then deal with a body shop that is going to advocate on behalf of the customer and deal with whatever third party that maybe want to be using a used part? Or I guess what I'm saying is that's something that Autocraft would do on behalf of a consumer, where you would advocate and say, no, we've got to follow these guidelines, even if the third party does not want to do that.
Autocraft advocated to put that repair to the pre-existing condition. We follow manufacturer guidelines. We advocated to the safety of the consumer, that the car has to react the same way in a collision after it's being repaired. Cars, when they are done at the manufacturer, are being crash tested. Cars that are being repaired, not being crash tested. Are you willing to take the risk on putting the car back on the road without being crash tested? The only way you can crash test putting used parts in it, you got to crash the car again. Are you willing to do that?